Okay, ladies and gents, here's a little modification to some clips for the wood trim. This is on a W220 Mercedes S-Class. I think the same plastic clips work for everything within the S-Class line, and maybe even the E-Class too. But I want to show you here. If you look, I don't know if you can see it, it's kind of dark. It's nighttime, but this wood grain panel here, the clips behind this, the plastic square pieces that secure it in, on both sides. Over here too, can you see it? Yeah, it's kind of dark. It's kind of dark, but over here as well, they actually over time quickly get brittle. Even if they're bought new, within a span of 2 months, 3 months, they start to break, and as you close the door, the wood grain starts to separate and lift off of the leather interior panel. So I'm going to show you how to beef up and modify these little plastic inserts. They're about $1.25, $1.50 each online at Mercedes. I think they go for around $2 or so each. Modify them and make them stronger so they don't break, and it'll last way longer than a month and a half to 2 months. You'll be buying clips every so often. Each wood trim piece on the S-Class W220, I think it's 4 of these rectangular shaped plastic inserts you would need, and 5 metal clips, which you'll see as well. So I'll show you in a second how to beef them up. All right, are the clips and some super glue, crazy glue. Nothing spectacular. Sorry about the lighting and camera angle. This is being done on my iPhone. Battlefield. Now, what we're gonna do, I hope you can hear clearly, but these are the metal clips I was telling you about. They look like this. There you can see them. And this is one that's already completed. This one's trash, but I'm super glued and such. It slides inside, and when you'll see. I'll explain it a little later, but this is kind of how it fits in the door. It's kind of tough to get out now. Okay, but yeah, this slides into the leather door panel. This goes on the wood grain, like so, and it slides in. Okay. So we have these 2 are completed. This is one that's not as bad. I just removed it. And these ones are brand spanking new. $1.25 each from autohaus AZ out of Arizona. But this is how they come brand new. I don't know if you can see that. So I take this out like so, brand new, put the metal guys aside, and I get my crazy glue. What could do better than this is when you go to the nail salon, women go to the nail salon, they have this clear junk they put on the hardener to harden nails. I was thinking of that, but I don't have any, so I just went with crazy glue. And we're gonna go ahead and kind of do like so. Put some super glue in the channel right here, because this is usually what breaks. You might want to buy 1 or 2 super glue deals like this from the 99-cent store, $1 each. That should be more than enough. So I get it around there on cardboard, because the cardboard, when you take it off the cardboard, even if it rips up, it's fine. It's sacrificial. You know, you can afford to damage the cardboard, but not your countertops. I'm working on the Mrs. Makeup table desk here, so I gotta be careful. And if you hear music in the background, that's her, so please disregard it. She's just enjoying herself, like downstairs right now. So yeah, just super gluing the corners and letting it drip down too. Just trying to beef up, and then even maybe a little bit in the center. It's not gonna look nice and clean and spectacularly flush. It may, but most likely not. It won't look as pretty when it's done, but the super glue will allow it to harden and become more, the super glue gives it more strength. There we go. all around the moat, the little channel there. That's one. And now, keep in mind on my vehicle, Mercedes S-Class W220, arcing S430, S500, S600. I think the interiors are kind of the same. So I figure the same clips are used. There are 4 per window trim piece that I showed you on the door panel there earlier. So I'm just going around. I don't know if you can even see that on the camera. I hope you can. I'm going to lift it a little bit. Can you see? Can you see? Maybe too close. But yeah, kind of give you guys some insight. Alright. Do it this way so you can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm just kind of getting it on the outside and maybe even on the inside, letting it drip down. That inside corner. Do this inside corner, outside and inside. Just want to make it nice and beefy. Okay, good. Let that drip down there. So I just needed 2 more, but this is basically the process. I already did 2. You know what? Let me do, I don't want to, I could throw it away, but I don't want to because this is salvageable. And this isn't even, this is decent. But when they break, they're not at all like this. They're way worse. So, but I'm going to try and, just for kicks, reinforce, see if I can reinforce this guy using this crazy glue method. And there are other hardeners out there, if you know, epoxy or something like that. That may work. I don't have any 2-part clear epoxy. You know, put on 2,000 pound, whatever. That would be way stronger than this. You kind of get the concept. Trying to create a stronger outer shell or reinforce the edges. And most importantly, the lip. The lip is the weak point for this. These 2 are the ones that are completed and done. Brand new, never installed, but yeah, they're completed. They'll last a little bit longer. They're not as flexible, which is good. So, new versus completed. Can you see? Can you see? There we go. Cool. All right, and that's it. Up next, when this stuff dries, I'll go ahead and show how to install. Okay, so we're going to start this piece here. Woodgrain trim are the clips that I'm talking about, and I'm sure on the vehicle as well there are other areas that utilize the same clips. Let me get my lighting. That's the best thing I can do right now. So I'm going to just come in here like so. And look, there's already pieces of the plastic that are falling apart. So I just with my finger went like this, pulled forward. Sorry about the shaky camera. I'm trying to show you guys all the different angles so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. Alright, so now come on, last piece, and we have it out. So this is it. Okay, I'm going to take this inside in better light to kind of show what it looks like, but most importantly right now, this is the door with the pieces of plastic in there already breaking apart. There you go. Kind of look there. And this guy does not have any plastic in it. So to get these guys out, I'm removing the metal clips, as you see here. Squeeze on it, take it out. Okay, I got those guys. Now I'm gonna go ahead. You can use a flathead to get these guys out, the plastic pieces out. I might use a pick, metal pick, to get at it. Gosh, I'm trying to get this right for you guys. It's nighttime, not the best time to be doing this, but yeah. I'll use a pick and show how I get those. Okay, so here's the wood trim piece. And if we look closely, this is the type of pick I'm going to use to get the little plastic pieces out, like so. But yeah, so this is how the metal sits. Metal clips sit on each one of these. And just stick them in like so, and they're secure. On the wood trim piece on the S-Class has 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, where 4 places where these metal clips will fit and slide into the plastic clips. This guy here does not go into any plastic whatsoever. As indicated on the door, it's just a little piece that holds it in. On my driver's side, I do not have this metal clip. Yeah, just to show you guys. So that's it. Now we're going to get this ready and head back in there. Oh, by the way, these are the super glued plastic pieces for hardening, so they don't break as much. Yes, super glue can be brittle. Hoping that works. I did not have any of that. I guess they call it hardener for women's nails when they paint them. Kind of goes on and such. I can see that kind of conforming and molding, or molding around and then hardening on these pieces. That would probably be better. Alright, so here we go. Okay, so here we go. I'm about to go ahead and take out these plastic clips with my trusty pick here. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll start with the broken one. That's fine. So there we go. Again. I don't want to get it under like so. I don't know if you can see. And kind of, because this one's already broken. And grab, almost had it. And grab and there we go. Kind of pierced it. And if we look here, you'll see it's coming out. It's kind of straightforward. It shouldn't be too scientific. I'm just trying to do 3 things at once. The light, hold this in place, camera in place while getting it out and not poking a hole in my leather. Okay, so we got that. I'll go here. There we go. Kind of getting all mangled up. If I had a flat head. Trying to get this done before I run out of time. Let me see, is that better? Can you see what I'm doing? This is not that hard to remove a plastic piece. There we have it. See it. Alright, so that's trash. Alright. Up next. broken as well. Close so you can see. It's already. So there we go. Now that guy's out. Alright. This guy looks to be intact. So I don't want to, if I can get it out without destroying him, that would be great. There we go. And got him out. All in one piece. He's still good. And last but not least, this guy, who's also still intact too. Come out. There we go. And he's intact. So I got 2 more that are intact for later. I'm going to replace them with the super glued version. Okay, so what we have here is now the super glued version, harder. So I'm going to take it like so, line it, stick it in, and voila. Not hard at all. So repeat the process. Here's another one. Repeat the process for this guy. Stick it in, push with a thumb, done. And this guy number 3. Got you. Alright, and the last one. Okay. This is the last guy. Alright, he's in all the way. So now that we got, make sure they're in all the way. Yeah. Kind of slightly resistive going in. Much more than the ones that aren't super glued. So now I'm going to go ahead and get my wood trim piece. Put the whole, there are 2 metal clips already on, this guy and that guy. I'm going to put a 3rd and the 4th right here, okay? And I'll show you. Okay, I have my metal clips in place. I'm going to insert this guy on the door. Let's try this one-handed. Okay, I'm gonna make sure this guy lines up first and foremost. I put the clip that was on him in the door. After I got that, everything else should slide in. Okay. Okay. There we go. You can kind of see there's a little bit left to push down, but just showing you segments. Okay, so this guy's popped in. And we're good. We're good. So now it's in firm and secure. No more of that. No more of that lifting that used to happen here and would always rub up against this as you close the door. And that's it. Alright.